gotta choke it. So friends, there's no, just letting you know, what this is just a guy running his power saws, working, getting prepared. There's not going to be no cats flying out of trees or dogs smiling or talking, or you know what I mean? Nobody's getting eaten by sharks. It's just a man working, running his power saw, farming firewood, and testing mufflers with power saws. That's all. Enjoy. I love you. Thank you for being here. And all that good jazz. Friends, I'm actually looking out for that bear. I'm not kidding. That sucker snuck up on me that day. And if I hadn't had my power saw turned off, I wouldn't have heard him. So I'm keeping an eye out for that sucker. You guys have seen me do a whole pile of this stuff. I'm scared to turn my back. He says that bear comes through here every day at 5, between 5 and 8, and it's 5. It's after 5. So it's hot. Full house. Hand file. Get the gullet beautifully. 30 thou on the raker gauge. 30 thou. Okay? Dug fir. Seasoned dug fir. You can see it. It's right there in front of your face. It's not rotten, but it's not green. It's seasoned. Okay? Let's watch as
so
we
friends,
go
I
here.
received
I'm
another
gonna lay on it.
muffler.
I'm digging. Put some dog action on
I
it.
love this power saw.
Okay?
It does need to be run up in its high revs. It's just a different design power saw. But I'm digging for torque, and I'm trying to find it in the exhaust with pipes. So I'm on another pipe now, which is kind of like a upside down ram horn.
I'm going to stand up and buck is what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to lay the dogs on it. I like this power saw.
Mark designed it or built it for me. It's my design and I love it. So that's what's on there right now. It's pulling a 32-inch bar, full house, sharp with, as I told you, 30 degrees or 30 thou. This thing's pulling. Friends, the only way to test these things is lean on them to find the torque. Just lean on them. Friends, what you're hearing there is not the saw doing that. That's this thing. I don't... it's hard to explain, but I know people that run saw, they understand. If you just... You're running into knots, you're running into all different kinds of things in the log. So
to just hold it wide open, you're bringing heat to the saw that's not needed. I just feed the, when you hit a knot, you feel it. I actually let off when I hit knots. I do. It goes through better, slower. Do you know what I'm saying, friends? It does. It'll go through the knot when you back off the throttle a bit. So you'll hear me going, oh, wow, I'm this guy. I'm not just pin it, hold it, and because it's just hard on the machine. It just is. So friends, as we switch wood size here, have a little listen to this power saw. This is where it shines. This is really where this saw shines. It can handle big wood. You just got to have your filing on. Look at me, friends. Watch this. Look at my head. I'm thinking about that bear. As funny as that sounds. So friends, I know this is a rough angle. This is bone dry fir, okay? It's tougher to cut when it's like this. And I'm very happy with this saw. I've always been happy with this saw. But exhaust can extrapolate, like, think about it when you put one of those dirt bite pipes on those saws. I mean, they're ridiculous, but they do create like, I would think as much as 30 to 40% more with a tuned pipe on it. It's crazy what they do to stock saws. So my world is to stay in these confines and just try and get something that's super workable, that extrapolates the engine.
Wow. Well, that was fun. That 372, friends. You know, I hear a lot of people on the internet and see it, social media, you know. I see people squawking about their 500s and saying, oh, you know, I'm looking for a different saw now. I just can't deal with this, whatever. And then I see people, oh, wow, this is incredible. Yeah, you're going to see all kinds of different things. The 572 is a robust machine. It's robust. That's the saw. It's ported by Ripsaw. They changed it quite a bit, actually. I have to be honest. I've run a stock 572, and they're adequate. They are adequate. I don't have a lot of experience with X-Torque, but I've heard, friends, this is what I'm going to tell you, and it might hurt your feelings. Learn how to file your freaking saws, and learn the relationship between the raker and the cutter tooth. That'll help you out going forward on your power saw journey. Just do. The X-Torque 372 is a great power saw. Work within its confines. Put a 28-inch bar on it. You can run 32, but I would run skip tooth chain, and I wouldn't have a crazy hungry raker. Are you cutting smaller? Are you cutting bigger? You find out what you're doing. And all these saws, the 70cc class saw, there's a lot of power in those saws. You just got to extrapolate it properly. Extrapolate. My wife doesn't like me when I say that word. She knows. She thinks I don't know what it means. And she's actually correct. I don't. Anyways, friends, I'm rambling, but I'm happy. I've had a couple of really good days. I'll share some video with you. I'm just feeling good. I'm 166 pounds. I woke up this morning at 166 pounds. Friends, back in the day, I'm not going to tell you some old man story right now, but back in the day, friends, before the days of YouTube, when I was falling steady and firewooding and rock working and barked up, leather scaled, life bounced off of me. It bounced off of me. Now I got a little of this stuff going, the little grays, a little few more barks and scratches and that. I'm far from done, but I am not the man I was physically after the accident. So I'm just clinging on to my physicality. God willing, I'm going to do as much as I can going forward. And I'm a self-healer. I don't go running to the doctor. It's just not my gig. I've never been that way. I allow my body to encapsulate my injuries. This thing, friends, I get even bored talking about it. The journey that I've had with my shoulders since I was born. If you're new here, I was born on April 7th, 1969. I spent 3 days in labor with my mother, and finally, they just looked at my mom, and they were trying to get me out, and they reached in, they dislocated my shoulders and popped me out and snapped them back into, or relocated them. That's how I come into the world. So I could see why I would have these issues. That's enough rambles. Just happy to be freaking anywheres these days. Great to see you. Work hard, be honest, and be kind, friends. Catch you on the next one. I'm a husky dude. I'm a husky dude. That's what fed my family. Stills are great too. So are echoes, but not so much in the bush. The huskies and the stills were the two. Just think about it like that. Over and out. Love yous.